What day is today? Thursday, I guess. Hello, hello. Okay, let me get my computer going and we can get on some earring overload. Seriously, if you look in the store, you'll understand. I'm bringing tons of earrings as options in huge buyer's choices where I'm not spending a lot of time on each of the earrings. I'm laying them out, I'm showing them to you, and I'm giving you incredible deals for some buyer's choice. Anyways, let me get mine started up here. And hello, hello. Hello. Okay, good. It works. Okay. So someone give me a thumbs up. You can hear me okay. Everything seems normal. No issues with that. It is 8:02 and I've been busy gathering tons of earrings and organizing them. I have most of the earrings I'm bringing tonight are not branded earrings, but there's some incredible earrings that are lots of clip back, obviously, that some are beautiful, faceted crystals, some, traditional, a little of everything, even down to goofiness. So if you like earrings at all, it doesn't even matter what kind. I assure you there will be earrings tonight that will fall right down your alley. If you're new to my show, my name is Curry and I'm with Cherish Relics Boutique. And I sell part-time on eBay under the same name, Cherish Relics Boutique. I also have a YouTube channel that my friends have been so kindly trying to get me closer and closer to 1,000. I think I'm at like 926 right now, approaching 1,000. Hello, Chrissy. How are you? And did I put this on? Oh no, I didn't. I also do part-time sales here on District in a couple different platforms. But if you look up here at the top of your phone, if you're viewing on a phone, and follow me, I'll follow you back. And the easiest way to figure out where I'm selling from, like in terms of which platform, is to go to my profile and click on the toggle for the lives. And then you can scroll down and you can see upcoming lives in what marketplaces they are in. So let me put my bracelet on real quick, if I'm capable of doing it. They're always such a struggle. Hold on, I got to get my husband to do it. I can't do it myself. Hold on. Dave, I need you to attach this real quick. Are you in the bathroom? All right, I just got to figure it out myself. It keeps wanting to fall over my wrist. Hold on. I hate putting bracelets on. They're so difficult to do by yourself. Sorry for the hold up. Seriously annoyed. How do you guys put bracelets on? I know Kara the other day said that she does it on the couch, like she puts it on her leg. It's impossible to put bracelets on by yourself. Meaning bracelets that are like, chain of some sort. Okay, hold on. My husband can do it. Here, can you do this? I'm already on the show. I just need you.
I can't do this on the stairs. Let me get somewhere I can see.
Thank you. I swear, it's such a struggle. So sorry. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to say goodbye to you too. Okay. We're going to get rid of that message. Okay. All right. So I am ready to go. You see, this is my beautiful, it's not Pandora, but it's the other fancy brand of, like whatever, the bracelet bead thing. Troll beads, I think. Yeah, I had actually bought this like at a thrift store on the wall, and someone didn't know what it was. No kidding. And if you know anything about troll beads, you know that that is an incredible find. As you know, that's all I can say. And the only thing I did, it had all the beads here already, is I bought the two little spacers on the end so it would hold them in place. Not that it's necessarily going to sit on the top. You know what I mean? So the way tonight's going to work is it's all buyer's choice, and I have tons of things in them. I'm not going to spend a great deal of time on every single earring unless there's something specific I want to tell you about one of them. And you can view what's upcoming down in the store. And yeah, so I see Wish List Rose, welcome in. I think I bought something from your show the other night. And Karen M. I see Aaron Wayne. Good to see you again. And my friend Chrissy. I see Lori Girl and Vintage Girl Aaron. And then Mel and Hope Howe with the little wrist, just like me. Oh, no, that's not Hope. Or is that one Hope? That might be Hope. I think Hope has a little wrist, just like me. I can't remember. But anyways, and then Bear just popped in. So really what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out a themed earring thing, because I sorted through all my earrings. And so everything that comes out is going to have something that is the same about them. Like they're either all statement earrings or they're all clip back, you know, gold tone or whatever. So I'm just literally going to grab here in the bag. And I thought it might be fun to get ourselves going on a really good deal where it's like a buyer's choice pick two. So let me find one of those where it has a lot of pretty things. Yeah, I think we're going to do this one that's the glass natural stone one. I think this is it. Let me make sure I grab the right one. Yeah, I think it's this one. Okay, so I'm going to move this to stage. And no lie, when you see these earrings, it's going to blow you away. They're beautiful earrings. Now, you know, most sterling earrings I've long ago pulled out, but I haven't tested every single one of these earrings always. So it's possible there could be a sterling silver earring here and there. I will say that these are, in fact, you know, either a natural stone or they're a glass or they're, you know, possibly pearl. I've got some like fancy wood here. I believe these are amber. So there's a lot of good choices here. And this first one that we're going to do is going to be a buyer's choice pick two. So all I'm going to do is kind of lay them out as pairs here. And I believe this is the right one. Let me just take a quick look. Yes, it is. Okay. And yeah, we can run some auctions here. Look at these cool ones. They're like glass. If you look really closely at them, you can see like little patterns within them. Such dainty little earrings. You know, like I said, some could be glass. There's actual quartz, and, you know, I'm sure that's rose quartz. You know, this is probably some jasper and some pearl. There's some really lovely earrings in here. So all I'm doing is just kind of pairing them up for us. And then I will start it. I hope you guys are in the mood for some earrings tonight. And I think periodically throughout the show, maybe I'll do like I'm not going to put names in to draw for a giveaway, but I may, if it has to be, or I don't know how I'm going to do it. I have a few giveaway earrings that I was going to do. So as you see, these are all, you know, they're not the longest dangle. I actually have a dangle one that's going to be even longer than these. But you can see them as I put those out. There's some shell on that one. Obviously some art glass. And again, I know that those are amber because I've tested them. And we've got tiger's eye, which is a kind of quartz. This is actual pearl earring. Beautiful. So there's going to be some really good deals tonight. And I'm just going to keep rerunning the auction until there's no interest in that auction anymore. So that's kind of my plan. Some lovely artisan made wire wrapping earrings here with some foil in them. I don't know what kind of wood this is, but it's like a little flower like in a resin. And I think that that's wood. Look at these pretty ones. Aren't those lovely? Are you seeing anything you like? I hope so, because I pulled out all the prettiest kind of smaller dangle earrings that I had in my stash. This is druzy, okay, along with faceted, rhinestones around it. Rose quartz. These are just molded glass, little butterflies. Now, these are really pretty. I think these are a lot older. And that's goldstone, but it's the blue version of goldstone. It is a man-made thing. Those are older earrings. They're not sterling. They might be like the silver that's not Taxco, because Taxco is 925, but the other silver-looking thing that they always put names on for the jewelry from Mexico. Some of these are, amethyst, but some of them might be glass. I'm not going to go and test them all. I'm not going to go, but heaven knows what you'll end up with. I mean, I know you're going to end up with what you pick, but I'm saying it's possible something could be sterling, although most of the sterling I pulled out. And then in terms of me confirming, okay, it's definitely amethyst versus glass, it's hard to say. I mean, it'll take forever if I sit and tell you guys that every time. So anyways, here's our first buyer's choice. They're gorgeous. And in this one, I'm going to run. It's a $6 choice, and you pick two, okay? And we're going to start the auction now. So you can see lots of options there. Really, nobody's interested in any of these, huh? Gorgeous art glass and natural stones and pearls and amber. Okay, well, I guess not. Does anybody want to look in the store and tell me what earrings you definitely want me to bring up next? That might be an easier strategy. There are things that you definitely want to see, and I can just grab them rather than lay them all out and not necessarily have an interest. While I'm waiting to hear from you about that, I think I'm going to do, let's see here. So these are probably not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm going to run them anyways. They're all very huge and heavy, all clip back earrings, some beautiful. Like, look at what beautiful, no brand on most of them. A few of them have brands. We have some lucite, earrings. This is like purple suede in that. We've got some beautiful, kind of brass brushed, as well as silver brushed earrings there. Beautiful enameled clip back earrings right there. There is its pair right there. These are a brand. Actually, I looked them up, and they look just like a brand. They're the same brand as this, which is Les Bernard. Les Bernard. I know these are Les Bernard, an enamel, pretty heavy earring. But when I went and did a Google search for these earrings, they also said Les Bernard, but the mark inside mine does not match the one that looks exactly like it. So it might be a different brand. But if they were a West Bernard earring in that style, they were like, very, very, let's see if I can find it, because I sent it all to my pictures. Yes. So here, I want you to just see, those are the same earrings. There's the back, except my mark shows something different, but they look exactly the same, just so you know. These are cool because they spin. So you can have a pearl one time, and then you can flip them and you can wear them as the dark side. Isn't that cool? I've never seen anything like that. So I'm putting them unequal in there on purpose. These are some lovely, those are glass cabochons there with some rhinestones, some really big hoops. All right, so don't know if I have any clip back earring people. This is a little bit more expensive of a lot, but I'll get started with it for anybody who might be interested in this. And this is going to be a $9 start, at least until one or two of the most expensive earrings are purchased. And then after that, a lot of these buyer's choices, I'm willing to run them again. But I'm going to start the auction now if there's any takers. Again, most of these are pretty big. And if you look in, there's your, inches wise. A lot of these are, a couple inches or an inch and a half. So, okay, no takers on that. They're really large earrings. Okay. We're going to do some from my friend. I have to watch it in a minute. She sent me a message on how to put a friggin' bracelet on by yourself. It's very frustrating. I struggle with it, but that's awesome. I will definitely check it out after my thing. I love it. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to find my brassy tone ones. I think it's this one. Okay, this is a buyer's choice pick 2. Okay, some lovely brass tone earrings in this lot. Oh, and in this, grouping. Okay. Some of, I don't know. Sometimes it's nice to have a different option. Look at these cool ones. Hey there, Tiffany. And I believe they're pretty heavy. I love these. They're definitely unique and quality made. Love those. Trying to get them so they'll hang well for you. So, hey, Tiffany, we're doing all earrings galore. This particular one is a buyer's choice pick 2. And these are mostly like brassy earrings. So I'm just getting them laid out. And then y'all can pick. These are really cool earrings too. Very artisan made. I know many of these are worth far beyond what I'm asking for them as a buyer's choice, but I need to move these earrings along. I have just too many. Look at these fun wire caged earrings. Those are cool. Got some little branches there. I hope everyone can hear me okay. We've got some really long dangles there that have I think I don't think they're faux pearls, but they're still a cool dangle earring. There, super long. Got some little embossed roses there. And these are super pretty. Love these. It's kind of like a little embossed, but with these little red dangles. So that's a pretty choice. So there's that. I've got these beautiful ones with a little bit of rhinestones in them, floral look going on. I hope you can still see them all in the screen. And we've got some hammered earrings there with a little, like a little swirl on the inside. And yeah, that's just a brassy one. Okay, so this is buyer's choice pick two. Pick two. I'm going to start the auction now for anyone interested in any of those earrings. Oh, you can't see these very well. Okay, these are like little, textured leaves. Wow, I was not expecting this for no one to be interested in any of them. Okay, that's okay. I got a lot of earrings, so don't y'all worry. Lots to come. Okay. Let's do this one. These are all like seed beads that make these sort of, Native American-ish, looking earrings. And this is going to be a buyer's choice, literally $2. Pick one. And let me show you. They're all dangle. They're all seed bead. Look how cool these are. Aren't those neat? With some metallic beads and some sort of frosted pink ones. So we've got those. I think these are another favorite of mine. When they were beaded, they, it's got dimensional. So it kind of goes up a little higher. And then these things at the bottom are twisted. So those are a cool earring. So those are my two favorite ones. Got some other ones here, seed bead, all of them. Bam. We've got some brown and gold ones here. And then these, which are the same. Okay, so I'm running the auction now for any takers on the seed bead earrings. Definitely these two are my favorite. Okay. All right, we will move on. No takers on that. If you do pop in late and you see there's an auction that I've already run, you're welcome to reach out to me and ask me to rerun it. Okay. So there's a lot of really beautiful earrings in here. Let me pull this one up. Are they that one? I don't know if it's that one. Oh, these are all clip-on. That's why. I'm looking for my clip-on ones. Okay. Okay, so this one I'm bringing up is a buyer's choice pick one. And there's some incredible clip-on earrings here. All of them are like a glass or a natural stone, or in some cases it might be like an acrylic cabochon, but the actual earrings are like super nice. That's the case with these two. Okay, really heavy, well-constructed earrings, very colorful. Now, these are called Tombow beads. The beads are made in Japan. So these are all very vintage, worth way more than $8 or $7. So there's that. Those look amber, but they're not. These are glass. Aren't those pretty? Little embossed ones. Tombow. These are actual onyx. Carved onyx, beautiful vintage onyx earrings. These are also just like I don't know, possibly like a jasper of some kind, but you can see those are a natural stone. Again, more natural stone ones in here. Now, I do have some in here that are actually gold filled. I have several. This is a gold filled earring. This is a gold-filled earring, and this is a sterling earring. These are all twist back, and there's one more and this one's a gold-filled. So that's what all those little ones are. They are, in fact, gold. We got these beautiful ones here. I think those are acrylic cabochons. I think these are not onyx in those, but all of these are clip back or twist back. I believe these are probably from Mexico. I know that they are from Mexico because they say alpaca, and we know alpaca is earrings from Mexico that are not actual sterling. But see, we got those. Got some enameled earrings right there on the left. You can see there, dangles. These are just faceted glass, but a really lovely clip back earring. As well as I have some black faceted glass ones I just put up there. Here's the purple ones I just mentioned. Okay. These are like a glass cat's eye. Little clip back dangle earrings with the cha-cha. Okay. These are an enameled flower there. There's the other black one. These are a gold dangled earring there. Another clip back with a beautiful texture, with some dimension, with some faux pearls. These are very dainty for a twist back earring. They are not sterling silver, but they're just very dainty. You don't often see little dainty twist back earrings like that. So those are interesting. These are, Damascene style earrings right there, like cones. And again, we have all those gold-filled ones in the middle that I mentioned earlier. All right. Not sure if we're going to get any takers, but I'm going to start the auction now. Very valuable here. Actual onyx, like I said, alpaca, damascene, gold-filled. I'm starting the auction now. For anybody interested in any of those. Or glass ones. Lots of very pretty earrings. Okay. No takers. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't think this has happened to me before. Okay. There are some incredible deals. Onyx earrings right there, but that's okay. We'll move on. How about some... I'm not going to do another clip back one. Oh, here's a whole bunch that are really unique in style. They're figural, something goofy. I've got some Coca-Cola ones. I've got some peppers. I've got a whole bunch of elephant earrings, as you can see there, and more. I've got these. This is like two opposites collide. Like this it's like ceramic or something. And this beautiful, like crystal and faux pearl thing. Like it's like total opposites. Not really understanding the concept of that, but it is what it is. We've got some little floral dangles here, earrings. Some little puffy hearts. Some molded glass butterflies, some beautiful beads here on these dangles. I don't know what brand this is. There's a brand on it. Oh, this is Laurel Birch. Well, that ought to get your attention. I didn't mean to put Laurel Birch in there, but apparently that's Laurel Birch, which is a sought-after brand for sure. You can see that there. We've got cats going on in here. Cute little cats, silver tone, I believe. I don't believe they're so. These are glass. Don't know what that little figure guy is supposed to be. some more dangles over there, those blue ones. We've got some like little metal fringe ones going on here. Again, a lot of them are, these are mostly gold tone, silver tone. Is there a chance some could be sterling? Yes, but there's not a guarantee. Most sterling I pulled out. There's elephants there. I've got some copper hammered dangle kind of, I don't know, they have a little bit domed earrings there. Okay, the Coke bottle ones are really cool. Got some Native American looking ones here. And some little kind of sunflower hearts dangles there. And then I have another kind of southwestern style heart earrings there. All right. Well, let's see if we have any takers there. Let me pull up that listing or that buyer's choice with all the goofy stuff. And here it is. You can't get much better than this one. This is buyer's choice pick 2, and I can't believe I have Laurel Birch in there. So, what can I say? So I'm running the auction now for any takers on that. Tiffany knows what she's talking about. She knows the value of that for sure. Hopefully she sees some other things in there that are interesting to her. Thank you, Tiffany, for your bid. And yeah, so you get to pick first. I will rerun these auctions as we go along through the night. So I have no idea which ones you'll pick, but let me know. If you want to see anything up closer again, let me know. Sunflower hearts. Can you see the Laurel Birch? Sure thing. Let me show you the sunflower hearts. They look almost brand new, like they're in excellent condition. So there are those. And then the Laurel Birch ones are also look fantastically in excellent condition. Don't know that they've ever been worn before. So let me know if those are the 2 you want. Yes, I'll take those 2. Okay, no problem. Now, whenever people buy new earrings, like clip backs like this, I always put new rubber backs on them. So if you ever get earrings from me that have their little rubber backs, just know they're new. You don't need to throw them away because I usually throw away used ones, Okay, so I'm going to duplicate that, and I'm going to start the auction again while I get Tiffany's going here. So buyer's choice, pick 2 pairs of earrings for $5 with all our interesting earrings going on there. No takers. All right. Like the ones you got. Very nice. All right. Thanks so much, Tiffany. Headed to you. Perfect. Okay. Tiffany, since you're my first buyer of the night, these were going to be some giveaway earrings. Would you like the first 4 buyers? I think are going to be the ones that get to pick a giveaway earring. I have the gold tone filigree, 4 different buyers, that is. Or these are clip back in faceted glass earrings there. These are probably a dyed howlite. They are, in fact, a gemstone. And then I have these ones here, which kind of give a little bit kind of Kendra Scott style. I don't think they're actually Kendra Scott, but there you go. So which giveaway earring would you like, Tiffany? The last ones, no problem. So a little giveaway for you. Thank you so much. All right, very good. Oh, those aren't it? Are those not the ones you want? It says no, thank you. Last ones. Were those the last ones I talked about? Just confirm those are the ones you want. No, they are. Okay. So that's a yes. Okay. Got it. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, I think I already reran that. I assume no one wants me to rerun it again, right? I can always bring it back. Okay. Thank you for that. Sorry, I confused you. I was just telling you thank you. Oh, no problem. Oh, you want the kitty earrings if they're sterling. Yeah, they're not sterling. I saw your message. They're not. Would you like me to still set them aside for you, or you can tell me in the chat if you want? It's okay. They are cute, but I'm pretty sure they're magnetic. Hold on. They are terribly cute, though. Maybe they are sterling. Hold on. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to pull them out for you. I'm not going to stop the show now, and I can check them later. And then, Yeah, they do. For some reason, I thought they weren't, but I'll check them and I'll get back with you on that. I just don't want to do it in the middle of the show. But I set them aside for you, so you're good to go. Okay. Could you not figure out how to get to my live again? You're watching from YouTube. You are so funny. Listen, if you go to my Instagram page, I will tell you this. You can enter my live through my Instagram page too. Let me get my iPad, because I put a live link in the advertisement I did on Facebook, as well as the advertisement I did on YouTube, as well as the advertisement I did on Instagram. So if for whatever reason you're struggling finding me, hold on. Oh, and you want the gold? Yeah, okay. I heard you. I didn't finish reading the message. But I want to show you how to find it if you're struggling getting to the show. Okay, let me pull out the other one too for you. I guess they're little ghosts. They definitely look Halloweenish. They're glass, by the way. Okay. So, just FYI, if you go to my Instagram, hold on, let me pull it up so I can show you. Okay, how do I change accounts? So if you find my Cherish Relics Boutique Instagram page, and then I believe for you, you can click on professional. I guess the way you view it is there's like links with a whole bunch of links. And one of the links is, a link to the live show. It says district live stream. I don't think I can view it the same as you, because I view it like it's mine. So it's not letting me see what you see. But this is the post I made, and this was about today. And if you there is a link in there in my bio, and it would say district live stream. So anyways, all right, let me keep going here. Let me bring some incredible, beautiful rhinestone, flashy glitter, like whatever, sparkly earrings. Let me find the right listing for this. And this is going to be a buyer's choice, pick one, but there's some incredible, beautiful earrings in here. Okay. Some like literally look like bridal earrings, you know what I mean? But a lot of like sparkly chandelier style earrings, pretty heavy, pretty large, as well as these ombre pink ones that go from pink to orange. Those are pretty cool. I've got some faceted glass beads here in this wire wrapped dangle earring. Let's see here. I think these are vintage. Well, at least the crystals are. You can see these, I swear, these are stunning. This is like a citrine kind of bezel set stone. Those are beautiful earrings. Got some really big pear-shaped bezel set earrings there. And these are kind of cool because they're like a gray crackled stone. Like it's meant when you look at it for it to look like it's got like this very, ancient, I don't know, like it looks supposed to look really old. These are really groovy. They're like earrings. And this is like, yeah, hold on. So they're weird. It almost looks like that goes into the front of the ear or the back, and this is the back. I don't know. They're interesting earrings. I've got these beautiful faceted dangle ones. They're beautiful. There. Some more AB chandelier. Really lovely earrings there. Got some red ones. These are beautiful. Reticulated, pierced earrings there. These are very interesting and unique. It's like a stone there that just hangs from the bottom. It's dimensional. You can see it here. Okay. So those are a very unique earring. I've got like a checkerboard faceted, like champagne colored earrings there. Faceted prong set Rivoli earrings there. Faux pearl, rhinestone. Let me see if they're prong set. No, those are not prong set. Excellent for Christmas, holidays, and New Year's coming out, let me say. And then look at these beautiful earrings with beautiful pink accents, also reticulating. Okay. So those pink ones are actually very, very similar to the those clear ones. Lots of good choices. So I'm going to start the auction there for anyone interested in any of those. I think these are stunners here. So she figured it out? Is that what you mean by the idiot is in? She figured it out? Thanks, Tiffany, for your bid. And what earrings are you interested in tonight? The gray crackle ones. Yeah, they're super cool. It's like on there, you can see there's like a texture to them. It's pretty neat. On gunmetal. They look brand new. Like they're so shiny. It's like they look like they've never been worn. Lever back. Okay. All right, very good. So I'm going to duplicate that and I'm going to run it again while I get this going for Tiffany. Thank you for your bid, Tiffany. Looks like she's going to get to pick another favorite sparkly earring. Very nice. Very, very nice earrings. And the citrine. Hey, these are stunning. Oh my gosh. It wouldn't surprise me. We have a local store that sells a lot of Sabika. I don't know that these are Sabika, but that was a brand. Their bezel set. They're just incredible. Definitely a great deal for $6. So I'm very happy for that. So I'm going to duplicate that and I'm going to run it again for any other takers. These are also super unique. And Tiffany's in again. I wish I could guess what I think you're going to pick. Should I try to guess? These are, very like the kind of earrings you can wear with a lot of outfits. That and the gray one, they would match a lot of things. So going on that theme, you might be trying to either have some neutral earrings. So my guess might be the checkerboard faceted dangle ones, or these just because they're super interesting and different. Because it just kind of reticulates with that little stone there. Or I'm guessing possibly one of those two reticulating ones. Oh, the red ones. Okay. Well, again, they are on gunmetal. They're Rivoli stones. You can see the cut of the stone at the point at the top. Great for Christmas. Oh, she guesses the red. That isn't necessarily, you want the unique ones. Chrissy was saying, ooh, she likes the red ones. No, you're not her. Yeah, it's, no, you're not her. Okay, so these are just super unique. I just love them. Okay, so that's a good choice. I'm going to, I didn't mean to remove that from stage. I was going to duplicate it and run it again. Hold on one second. I got to find it. Hold on. Duplicate. It must be this one. Is it going to go to the top? Yes. Move to stage. Okay, and then I'm running it again while I take these out for her. Yeah, so that's good. I see you're like a pretty dainty earring wearer. You usually buy a lot of necklaces from me. So those are nice, not crazy size earrings. Because believe me, tonight I'm going to bring you some crazy big earrings. You're not going to believe it. So those are really nice. Thank you so much. Okay, moving on. Okay. Are you saying, Chrissy, that Carrie found her way there? Is that what you were saying? I think she was struggling finding the link. I think yeah. Okay, well, I told her how to do it the other day. Maybe she has a hard time finding my profile when she goes to district. Because I told her to go to district and then click on my lives. But maybe she has a hard time going in there. I'm in. See my comment above? Okay, hold on. I didn't see it. Haha. By the way, my card I can't use because Primo charged $500 of DoorDash on your credit card. And my husband canceled it. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. So you're waiting for a different card. That's okay. I don't mind you texting me. I do bundles. I'm not going to do that at this very second because my entire show was designed on a buyer's choice. some 2 choice, some 1 choice. Possibly towards the end of my show, I may consider bundles, but there's about 300 pairs of earrings that are coming to tonight's show. So I'm not going to do it just yet. But, if you're still around, you can ask me about that towards the end. Okay. So let's do something different. How about some gold tone textured clip back earrings for our clip back earring wearers? These are all in incredible shape. And the reason I have a $12 start on these, and I can change it to a much lower start by removing these Givenchy earrings. How do I pronounce it? Givenchy, I guess. So these earrings up here, I don't know how in the world I ended up with 2 of the same earrings, but they're marked Givenchy on the back. I have 2 sets of them. You can see the whole design going down there. But the reason I have it as a $12 start is because I figured the first 2 people were absolutely going to want to try to go for one of those because they are a brand and they are extremely valuable. Let me give you an idea of the value. And then I figured once those were gone, I could lower the buyer's choice. But if no one's interested in those, I'll lower the buyer's choice now. So the cost, that is. But those, is that how you pronounce it? Givenchy? But it's not Givenchy. That's a different brand, right? I don't know. It is not my thing. Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me find my screenshot of it. So, chunky vintage, Givenchy. So a $56, an $85. There's no question those are the earrings, and they both are marked exactly the same way. They're both in the same incredible shape. So I'll run it once with these with a $12 start. It's pick one, but then if anybody wants me to remove those, then I can lower these to like I don't know, $5 start or something. They're all in immaculate condition. Here's some door knockers, matte color. I'm sorry, these are not clip back. These are all pierced. I didn't mean to say clip back. All gold tone pierced. I've got some filigree cha-cha earrings there. I believe, I've got 1 pair of, well, those need to go in my clip back one because that was a mistake. I've got these reticulating like leaves. I think I had a necklace of that at one point. These are beautiful. Really, the embossed look. A lot of these earrings look brand new. We got these. These are glass, cabochon kind of there. Got textured there. I've got these little dangles that are enameled. And those and those. But again, if no one's interested I'll run it once. If we have any takers interested in those pierced Givenchy earrings, I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong. But otherwise, I'll then take those out and I'll run it again. But I'll run it now with that if there's anybody interested in those fancy earrings. Or valuable earrings, shall I say. So, what I'm happy to do is remove these. And then this is going to be a buyer's choice. Let me edit it. This is going to be, I guess I'm going to be a wild person. I'm going to say $4 buyer's choice. Pick one. They're all pierced, and I'm running it now. I removed the expensive earrings. I love the matte colored ones. I also love the filigree ones. Those might be Avon. We got 7 seconds left on that for any pierced gold tone textured kind of bigger earrings. Okay. Got it. Okay. So I'm going to take that out and move on to something else. How about, this is really going to play with your brains. Any of you who like some really fun statement earrings, holy moly, this is something else. And I'm going to tell you that one of the things in here is pretty valuable because they are these panda earrings. I don't have the necklace, but I think sometimes they came in sets. But they're mother of pearl. They're inlaid. I mean, these are like $50 earrings. I'm going to show you because I pulled up the thing. Those are definitely the priciest ones in here. If you want to look right there, it's a pendant. There's earrings. Definitely the same thing. But here are the other. These are very large, big statement earrings. So we got those. And you have a Halloween party to go to that you need some really large earrings. Well, there you go. These are kind of boho in style. There, I've got these wood ones. They're like flowers that are like carved. Those are cool. I've got these on leather. They're, made with sequins or whatever. These are really cool. They're just really, really big, but they're definitely old. I've got these enameled filigree, and they're old. You can see how old they are because of the earrings with enamel balls at the bottom. Those are pretty incredible. So we got those. I've got these dangle earrings that have this little tiki dude. These are some like enameled larger ones. These are very nice enameling on those. They're just lever back. It's possible. I don't know what kind of material that is, but very ethnic looking for sure. So there we have it. I'm going to start the auction now. If anyone's interested in any of those crazy, super big, creative, interesting earrings. Y'all are so quiet tonight. Everyone must be multitasking or something. Okay, well, thank you for taking a look at those. Told you there'd be a lot of earrings. There you go. Okay. Thank you for looking. Okay. So let's do some clip back earrings. How about some vintage rhinestone clip back earrings? These are also pretty valuable. None of them are branded, but they are pretty incredible earrings. And you will see when I get them out and show you. Hold on. Got to find it. There are a lot on here. Oh, here they are. Okay, this is also going to be a $9 start. These are so unique, I don't even know what to say. Those are all made with glass beads, and at the end of every glass bead, it has a faceted rhinestone that's prong set. I don't know if I can get you to appreciate. Look at that. Very vintage, filigree back, super unique. Okay. I've got these huge faceted, riveted in the back. No brand on them. So I don't know if they could be a brand, but just unsigned, using a lot of marquees. These earrings are 2 inches in length. They're huge. So those are part of the options. These are also really gorgeous, faceted, prong set, dimensional twist back earrings. I've got these two-tone. They're not. It's meant to be gray, so those aren't like black dead stones. The other ones are regular clear AB. They need a little bit of a cleaning, but I don't see any dead stones. These are interesting earrings here, mixing in pearls with faceted prong set rhinestones for those. Pretty incredible. These look brand new, to be honest. Yeah. And they actually say 925 on them, but I believe I tested them and they were not sterling when I tested them, but that's what it says on it. We've got these little crisscross earrings with prong set rhinestones, as well as a, like a gray emerald cut rhinestone in the center. And then we've got these really large, clear, cluster earrings here. No brand either. So, super unique those are. But I'm going to start the auction now for any takers on any of the fancy prong set earrings. Okay. No takers on that. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to do a whole bunch of like boho filigree earrings here. These are all pretty incredible. These are all pierced earrings. Let me find it. This is a buyer's choice. Pick one, $6 start. And I'm moving it to stage now. Okay. See if there's, these are the heaviest single balls I've ever, like they're so heavy, like heavy, like I should weigh them for you. They feel like marbles, let me just say. So we've got those. This is a faux pearl, filigree, very vintagey looking earring. They're pretty big. They're like, 1 3/4 inches, super big. A lot of these earrings are pretty big, just so you know. I've got these matte tone floral earrings there. I've got these, door knockers, textured. Those are pretty cool ones. These are interesting. I don't know what they're made of, but they're super interesting. It's metal, but it's just in a really, really, really dark gold kind of color. And I guess you would consider this to be a version of a lever back, or maybe not a lever back because it just sits under there. But anyways, there's those. I've got these interesting dangle. I wouldn't necessarily consider it pave because it's not rhinestones, but it does have a whole bunch of metal balls that cover the balls. Okay. So that's what those are. Pretty heavy. These are cool earrings. These are pretty heavy too. They're not thin in the least. They're pretty thick, dimensional. I love these little earrings that build like that, but they're pretty heavy. They're really nice. It's got some little amber colored rhinestones in the center there. Faceted glass, wire kind of clustered. You can see the wire work along the edge of the earrings. I've got more interesting leaves here. This is like a textured leaf, a little hammered look about it. So we got those. I have to create some extra room here. I've got, these are kind of a boho. These are heavier, you know, like dangle earrings like that. I also have these metal 3-ring textured rings. I think that these are Premier Designs. It's marked right there. So you've got those kind of, you know, hammered metal there. Another textured earring here. It's very interesting. It's like done with like wire wrapping. You can see it. It's like wrapped along the center of that circle that attaches it to the ring. So we got those. We've got, I should have put these in the goofy one, but these are like clown earrings. It literally is the world. And you've got like clowns. Now, the first thought for me was, could these be like lunch at the Ritz? But they're not marked with any mark. And usually lunch at the Ritz are always marked. Lunch at the Ritz is a very, you know, couture kind of earring or brand, shall I say. We've got, this wasn't in the picture, but these are glass dangles coming out of these really big earrings there. We've got these, like a brassy. That's what those clown earrings would give me. Correct. I agree. It has that look because I've sold lunch at the Ritz. I should do a Google Lens in them real quick before I run this auction so we can see what they are. These are interesting earrings. So they look like that. Okay. And then the last ones I have here are, again, more of these kind of reticulating. These are heavier. It's pretty heavy. Kind of mint green look about those. Okay. But let me do a Google search on that one real quick and see if I figure anything out. Hold on one second. And if I figure out their lunch at the Ritz, I apologize. I'm going to pull them out because I'm certainly not going to sell them for $6. But my sneaking suspicion is they're not, because lunch at the Ritz is always marked. So, I mean, here's some cowboy earrings that are kind of similar. But again, they don't say lunch at the Ritz. So I'm not concerned. Okay, but they are definitely different. Okay. So I'm going to start the auction now for any takers or in any of those interesting larger earrings. Those are all larger for sure in size. I understand that's not everyone's gig. Yes, Tiffany, you and I had the same thing on our brains for sure. Okay. So thank you for looking at that. Okay. Let's do a buyer's choice pick 2. That just seems like fun. Let's see if I can find my baggie that has the pick 2. I might have already done it. Let me see what else is pick 2 in here. Oh, the filigree ones. Let's do these. These are all pierced. This is going to be pick 2 for $8. And there's some pretty incredible earrings in here. Okay. Now, a lot of them are giving Kendra Scott for sure. I did Google Lens. I didn't think anything was actually Kendra Scott, but I mean, these definitely scream Kendra Scott to me, but I don't think they are because it didn't come up on my Google thing. But I have, several, kind of filigree ones like that. Okay. Here's another pair, similar. Okay. All of these are sort of textured filigree. Here's some really heavy hoops. These are super heavy. Okay. It's another pair of hoops. A little bit of open work going on there. This is definitely more vintage open work with a green rhinestone. Now, if people buy some of the more expensive or valuable ones, then I will change this price to a lower thing. If some of them more, my God, like they would be $4 each, but I know some of these are definitely worth more than that. These are cool. They're like rectangles with a little filigree or kind of design in there. They're really cool. I like those. We have those gold ones you see right there. These colorful ones. These I might even get to the point where I say pick 3 for $8 because some of these are not as fancy as others. These looks like onyx in marcasite, but it's not. It's not sterling silver or anything. But they look it for sure. More filigree looking earrings there and there. Here's like a 1928, I believe. You can see by the pattern on the back. So kind of more filigree ones. See if those stay upright. They probably won't. Okay, there's more faux pearl ones. Covering up the gold ones, but they're under there. These wouldn't surprise me if these are like Premier Designs also. These are a neat little, it's like, I guess sort of enameled with the little scroll look about. They're a little heavy though, so those are cool. These are really beautiful. I'm loving these. Wouldn't surprise me if they're like Avon or something. Look at those. Aren't those pretty? Very, very pretty. And they just, let's see what things on them. Yeah, no brand, but they look brand new. I'm loving those. Sorry, I'm getting them to hang the right way. There we go. Goodness gracious alive. Okay. So that's all I got for you. Any takers? I'm running the auction now. Pick 2 for $8. And Tiffany's in for $8 to get to pick. Obviously, some of them are way nicer than others. So again, if I got to the point where the fancier ones are bought, then I'd probably do a you pick 3, or I could pull out fancier ones. All right. I don't know what you'll pick. Let's see. This will be interesting. I do not have a guess. She says, she's pondering. Let me know if you want me to lift something closer to the screen. The 1928, which are these. I'm assuming they're 1928. I'm just guessing that they are. They're not marked, but we know that a lot of their earrings can have that texture. So you okay with that? And then these hoops, I assume these are the ones you mean. They're very cool. I don't see a brand in them, but they're just so well constructed. I'll put new backs on it. Okay, yes and yes. Okay. Yeah, those are really nice ones. Okay. So I'm going to duplicate that. If anyone else is interested in picking 2 earrings for $8. I was about to choose the same 2. Haha. That's awesome. And Tiffany's in for 8. Okay, so there are those. Thanks, Tiffany. Okay. What's it this time? These are cool ones, I'll have to say. They look very sterling. I also think these are pretty. Very well made. These are the nicest of the big filigree looking ones. These are very interesting. The silver scroll hoops. These, okay. I don't know what brand they are or anything. But is that the one you're talking about? Got little hearts on them. Maybe they're Brighton. It's possible those could be Brighton. Is that a yes? No, but I want those. Okay. So so what did you say? Silver scroll hoops. There aren't another. Oh. I don't see another silver scroll hoop. Oh, you're talking about these. These are also very nice. They're heavier. Okay. They're not like it doesn't feel like a 1928, it's like really light glass. Like they have a little bit of weight to them. Is that one of the ones you meant? Yes. And then what are your second ones? These are great gifts, by the way, guys, with Christmas coming up and wanting to get little gifts, the heart hoops. Okay, she's going for those. For putting in little gifts for friends or stocking stuffers. Those are good ones. Those are nice. I don't know. With the heart on there, it makes me wonder if it's Brighton, but all right. So that's what's going in there. These and those. So there you go. Okay. I'm going to duplicate it and I'm going to run it again for anyone else. Again, just earrings in general are a great gift for the holidays for others. And, they're small. It's a great thing you can add to the rest of a gift. All the things. Okay. So thanks for taking a look at all those. I can bring them back if anyone comes in and then decides that look at those again. Thank you so much, Tiffany. All right, let's go to some clip back earrings. Okay, I'm sure no one will be interested in these because these are like my biggest, hugest clip back earrings. They're like crazy huge. These huge balls. They're not as heavy as those other ones that were the pierced, but I mean, these are literally about larger than 3/4 of an inch in diameter, and the earrings hang like 3.5 inches. They're crazy big. We've got these These are clip back, faux pearls with little like tulip dangles there. It's kind of lighter for an earring. Doesn't seem as quality, but these seem very quality. This is mother of pearl. Okay. I do not see a brand back here, but you can tell they're just a well-constructed earring. Mother of pearl with seed bead, and then all mother of pearl in the dangle. Let me see if all those beads, yeah, the beads are magnetic, so it's not sterling silver or anything, but those are a really big earring. Clip back, and they also are about 3.5 inches in length. Very, very nice earring there for sure. These are also very nice earrings. They have faceted black glass dangles, and look at the chains hanging from there with like an embossed disc that it comes from. There's no brand on them, but they're super cool looking. And I just like the very vintagey chain that's in those. So you've got these two are definitely the nicest. And then this is just, lucite blue, big long dangles. So there's that. And this is literally a buyer's choice. Pick one for $6. For anyone interested who are hoop wearers that wear really, really huge hoops. I mean, not hoops, earrings. Because those are definitely statement. For sure. Okay. Very good. Thank you for looking at those. Okay. I'm going to keep plugging along here. Okay, these are enameled clip back earrings. This is going to be a buyer's choice for 2. This is going to be an incredible deal for all the enameled ones. Let me find it. Welcome in, Share Bear. Okay, literally, I have buyer's choice pick 2 for $5 on these enameled earrings. Okay, so pick 2 earrings, $5. Let me share them to you. Okay, all clip back. Okay, we've got kind of colorful, pastel-y, kind of artsy swirl ones there. These are very nice, kind of a lattice with some rhinestones, gold tone, regular enameled hoops, flat purple discs, very large statement acrylic, faux pearls there. We've got these smaller enameled ones, black and white. We've got these silver tone and rhinestone enameled earrings there. I don't know why, but every time I look at these, they make me... Okay, I just dropped it and made a rhinestone fall out, but I can glue it back in. They make me think of flip-flops for some reason. I can't explain why, but I have the 2 things that just popped out there. More enamel green ones. These are really nice. These are like very thick enameling, cream, just like about the size of a quarter, but dimensional. They're a really nice enamel earring. We've got these enameled earrings. And those enameled earrings. And to get to those, another pearl, smaller than those. And then the blue ones. So I'm going to run the auction now. 2 enameled earrings for $5 for anyone interested in that. I think these are the nicest, as well as these are probably my two favorite. Okay, thank you for looking. Whoops. Okay. I'm going to do adjusted clip back, so I'm not doing those yet. Okay, I'm going to do these. All of these are either natural stone or shell or glass or, like a natural stone. And then these are so cool. I don't know what they are because they are not, they look like it's like a slice from a geode. I have 3 pairs of these, but it's like someone naturally made them out of a different thing that makes them light. They're not actually rock, but they look it. So you could wear a thing like that in your ears. I don't know who makes them. It's like this sort of resiny thing. I can't explain, but you see, it looks like it has druzy on the inside. So we've got those. I've got these oval shaped glass faceted pierced earrings there. Again, some of these are a natural stone. There's that. This is all mother of pearl. These are like brand new with these little tassels. More druzy, I believe. I didn't test it, but I assume it's druzy. I've got these really large hammered mother of pearl dyed, as well as faceted glass kind of in the middle. These are some sort of gemstone, natural stone. I don't know which one, but those are kind of on like a door knocker. So those are cold and heavy. These are beautiful. I believe they're just glass though, but it's like an enameled rose. And it's got these beautiful pink balls that hang from them, faceted. Very, very nice. Okay. These are like a chandelier kind of earring, but I brought them in here because all of it is glass. It's heavier. It's very nice. That. These are larger. These are glass, dangly earrings, super long. They hang to your shoulders. Cha-cha, faceted glass. Blue there. These are like a reticulating, like 3 different layers of faceted glass. They all kind of a bezel set. They're pretty heavy. I mean, because they're glass. So those are nice. Then these are mother of pearl, but, just a, costume jewelry one. And then these are definitely older. These are a mother of pearl that's been carved. They look a little bit older, obviously, but there's that. Okay, so those are the options for this one. These are bigger, not so big as the huge statement earrings from earlier, but some of them might touch your shoulders. But again, natural stone or whatever. So this is going to be a buyer's choice. Pick one for $6, which is a great deal, especially when you consider some of those are natural stone. And I'm starting the auction now. When I first look at these, I think, oh, they must be clip back, but they're pierced. Okay. I appreciate looking at those. Okay, Tiffany, I'm going to let you pick a second giveaway because you're my sole person right now purchasing. So normally I would offer it to other people, but so which do you want to pick? These are Leverback, Howlite, Filigree. The other, that one's sorry, clip back, which I know you don't wear. So which one do you want me to put in a baggie for you? The filigree ones, no problem. Very nice. I'm putting a smiley face so you know it's the giveaway thing. All right. All right. These are some incredible. Oh, I think I just did the large. I'm not going to do this one yet. I'm going to do smaller vintage clip back rhinestoney. These are vintage. So let me pull up the listing. So this one's a buyer's choice pick one for $7. I just have some, regular AB rhinestone, or, crystal rhinestone. Mike obviously can't speak. Cluster earrings. Or I have these very cool cha-cha earrings, which all of these would look really good with those rhinestone necklaces that a lot of people will have from the vintage days. This is a vintage earring clip back. You can see it's an AB on a color, but it comes down, then it has a bar and comes down. They're very different earrings, I assume, for the pretty fancy for the time because they are old, as you can see. I have these faceted black ones that are clip back. These are very interesting. They are a clip back with a faux pearl, and then it's got these little cha-chas at the bottom that move around. So that's an option. These are really pretty. So it's a dangle that's on a chain, and you can see AB faceted, beautiful, crystal beads there. So that's an option. These look like little angels, but prong set, pear-shaped and emerald cut twist back earrings there. And then kind of the, I guess, most valuable ones on here. And I want to clean them because you can't appreciate their prettiness unless I do a quick clean. These are actually Vandel, and they are sterling. Hold on one second. Let me just give them a little quick bath. Now, you don't have to be as worried about, none of the earrings these are foil back earrings, but all these others, these are foil back. But all these ones that hang loose that you can see through the whole stone, those are, it's okay to get them a little wet. I mean, I still don't immerse these in liquid, but, sometimes you got to just freshen them up a little bit, but it looks so much better now that I cleaned it. Again, on the back, it's marked Vandel sterling. So for $7, that's a steal. Let me just clean this one real quick. So we can go, ooh la la. I mean, I could sit there and clean all of them to get you to appreciate. But anyway, so there's that. So for any clip back earring wearers, this is a buyer's choice, faceted. And one of them is sterling. Like I said, Vandel. Don't know if I have any clip back ear. I know Mel wears clip back earrings, but she's not in need of earrings. I know she's got plenty. Ooh la la, that's right. Exactly. So thank you for looking at those. Okay. All right. I'm sure I probably won't have any takers on these, but these are really, really, really big statement earrings. Kind of floral, big floral earrings for anybody who might be big earring wearers. They're not, fancy brands or anything like that, but some of them are pretty nice. Like, look at these, colorful, dimensional earrings there. These are more of kind of these chandelier earrings. And I think that they might be acrylic. At least, yeah, I think those are acrylic. I've got these really huge hearts with faux pearls and, glass rhinestones there. These are also really pretty. You can see more modern in style, but a huge dangle earring there. I've got these really big, also rhinestones that kind of have links that hang inside of links. So you see there? These kind of have tortoiseshell about them. They're just a costume jewelry. But the tortoiseshell look. Really big earrings there. I mean, they're like big boho earrings. Now, these are interesting because it's meant, I think. Hey, Jen, how are you? How are you? These are just fun, big statement, just, no brand. And they're different. Both of them are meant to look different. So that's kind of cool. And so these are not expensive earrings. These are just fun, big statement earrings. Thanks for coming to say hello, Jen. All right. We just got done with the sparkly, beautiful, faceted rhinestone vintage earrings. But you've seen a lot of my best stuff. I know you have. Hey there, Lori. How are you? Okay. So these really big earrings, statement earrings. Hey, Lori, take a look in the store and see if there's anything you want me to rerun. Let me know. These are all buyer's choice earrings. Let me find this one. Oh, it's this one. Literally buyer's choice. I had a $4 start on those for anybody interested in really big earrings. Again, pretty big. I think these are the nicest ones in here. Enameled rhinestone. And those are still like almost 3 inches long. They're pretty big. Lori's in for a pair of big statement earrings. And looks like she gets to pick something. What do you think? What's your favorite? She gets to pick one. And these are also really nice. This is a newer earring, but those are all faceted. I think they're glass stones on that one. These are, yeah, the moon and star ones are interesting, aren't they? Now, these are not like fancy, expensive brand or anything. And I'm pretty sure actually the rhinestones in there are probably acrylic. Now, some of these others, I think the rhinestones are glass. I think they're glass in that one. But they're definitely, hey there. Black Dog Vintage found her way into District. Holy moly. I'm shocked. Can't believe it. How are you doing, Leslie? Okay. So anyways, these are not expensive ones. So which one's top left? Yeah, I think those are pretty cool ones. So they kind of remind me of I'm sorry, what's the brand? She always has really colorful stuff. What's her name? Oh, you guys got to remember it for me. It's going to drive me nuts. But her stuff is always like enameled stuff. And, why can't I remember her name? Oh my goodness. It's going to drive me nuts. And she makes a lot of jewelry that's similar to that. I don't remember what it is. Anyways, I'm going to duplicate that auction. I'm going to run it again. Again, $4 start. These are not branded. They're not fancy expensive. They're just fun earrings. Thank you. That's what I was trying to remember. These remind me of Betsey Johnson. I'm not saying that they are. Betsey Johnson's actually pretty pricey jewelry. Okay. Thanks for that, Lori. All right. So now I can't believe that. Have you been on District before, Leslie? Like just to watch? Because I've never seen you on here. Or did you just like create a username recently? There's so many sellers on District. I mean, I don't know if you ever sold on Whatnot, but it can be similar to Whatnot, except that everyone sells in a platform. Like, gotcha. Okay. Thanks, Lori, for that. Now, Lori, I'm going to give you these earrings also because, the first couple people that we're purchasing tonight, we're going to get a little giveaway. These are dyed howlite. They're heavier, just dangle earrings, but you can hear that they are a natural, it's not glass. I believe it's dyed howlite. So I'm going to send that. But you used to be on Whatnot. Then you completely understand. Okay. I get it. All right. So that's going to go to, well, I'm glad you guys came to hang out with us. That's awesome. Okay. So this is a giveaway for Lori. Thank you. All right. Let me get some different stuff here and put this away. I think I'm going to bring out some, like literally some incredible, beautiful rhinestone, more modern in style, but some beautiful earrings, the kind of earrings you would wear to a wedding, the kind of earrings you'd wear to, New Year's Eve, fancy earrings. These are smaller earrings. They're still sort of big, but not nearly as big as these statement earrings. But some of them, I think, especially some of these wedding bridal earrings can, they're super nice. Can you write how light? Oh, howlite on that. Yes. It's dyed howlite. Most likely. Now, there's no way for me to officially tell, but I will. Let me turn on my gem tester real quick. I know that howlite at least registers on the gem tester. It's not like officially done on the gem tester, but I know those aren't turquoise, and turquoise doesn't even register on the gem tester at all. But usually when I do howlite or dyed magnesite, those will at least move my gem tester needle. But I'll write it on here. This is just what I guess it is, because I also know that the veining that's going on inside this stone uh, with a it's cold, it's heavy, all that, but the veining in howlite is often brown. It can sometimes be black, but I think it's more commonly brown. But the veining is in magnesite, I think that's the other stone, is oh, I got that backwards, I'm sorry. These might be dyed magnesite. Magnesite's veining is brown typically, and howlite's veining is black. Maybe not always every time, but so I would say dyed magnesite. But let me just see if it even registers my thing at all. Because both of those would at least move my needle on my gem tester, if you know what I mean. This moves it a teeny bit. It doesn't do nothing. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I suppose it's possible that could be glass. I don't know if they ever make glass look like that. I've always known that when you have a heavier stone like that, they tend to be like, if it's not turquoise, which is very valuable. So anyways, I'm learning too, Lori. I'm not confirmed. I'm right there with the education. So I'm going to write magnesite on it. I don't know that they are, but that is my guess. But it's just a guess. So there you go. Okay, so a lot of these earrings are extraordinarily beautiful, sparkly. They are not vintage, fancy, expensive earrings. These look kind of vintage. They actually have darker, well, I should say the prongs have kind of gone brassy a little bit, so it kind of looks like it's a darker prong. Those are the oldest looking earrings in here. The rest of these, I would say, are probably more new. Okay. Like these are literally still on the card. I'm not familiar with that brand, but they look brand new. Okay. These are literally still on the card. Is RSVP like a Charming Charlie brand? I have no idea. So there's that. These are incredible as I drop them. I actually Google Lens them wondering if they would show up. This is not sterling silver or anything. This is costume jewelry. But this is like, when I look these up, they came up as like bridal earrings and, $20 or $30 of a bridal earring. Just, a whole bunch of beautiful, faceted, gorgeous glass. But those are definitely the nicest ones in here for sure. We've got these gold tone open work ones. These are pretty interesting. It's just got a whole bunch of like faceted baguettes in there. Not real, they're probably just glass. Here's some black dangle earrings that, are pretty cool. And they are prong set. The stones going around are prong set, and then the inside is like faceted beads that have been, and they are glass, like they're not like a cheap. These are just fun. And I believe that these are just acrylic, but they're super fun. Let me get the top. So they hang in your ears like that. Aren't those cool? So looking like that. It's like you need a place to go, right? I'm going to put those in there. We've got some more faceted sparkly earrings here. Again, these are vintage or anything like that. Here's another one of these that are similar to the pink ones, but this one just has some teeny little bezel set, rhinestones hanging from this one, but it kind of does the same thing as the pink. If I can get it to lay right. There. These are also very fancy, like for an occasion. Faux pearl rhinestones. They're super long. They probably would hang down to your shoulders. And then I've got some more kind of amber-ish, kind of topazy. I don't know what you would consider that. Sparkly earrings there. I don't know where to put these. We'll put them right here. And then these are smaller. I think those are glass, though, on those. Most of these are glass, but occasion earrings. But let me pull up the thing for those. This is going to be an $8 start. These are these are really nice, as well as these. I think those are my favorite. But I guess you kind of need a place to go, right? New Year's Eve is what I'm thinking, or in my case, my knees. Okay, you're funny. What had I said that was about something about learning? I missed what the comment was. Okay, I'm starting the auction now for any takers on fancy, sparkly New Year's Eve, go out for an occasion earrings for sure. Lori is in for $8. Okay. So Lori, double check your credit card that you have the most recent date, because on the top of my thing, when you win these auctions, it doesn't change my total, which makes me think that the payment goes through. It happens to it's happened to me where maybe you have an expiration date that needs to be redone, but just check it. You don't have to check it this second. You're one of my buyers. I trust you. But after the show or something. But don't do it now because I don't want you to have to leave the show. These are stunners, but it's about whether or not you have an occasion for something like that. Those are incredible. It's but these are more of maybe a daily earring that you could wear for girls' night out. It's not, they're just hooks. They're so it depends on how you want to wear them. I also think that these are lovely. They are prong set. Yeah, they are. There's some lovely ones in here. So you pick. I don't know what you're going for there. So let me know and I'll get you going. Nope. Stunners left. Oh, so you want those. Yeah. So, I promise you, if you go Google Lens, and they're not a brand, but they're just considered bridal earrings. They're incredible. They're probably worth 4 times that. I know these are brand new. So I'm going to duplicate what's left up here, and I'm going to run it again. Duplicate. And I'll start the auction again for anyone else interested in any of those left there. And I'll get, thank you for your bid. Sandpiper baubles. Some sparkly New Year's Eve earrings, maybe, perhaps. And it looks like Sandy's going to get to choose. Let me get Lori's going here. And Lori, you'll probably get a message or something if it did fail. And then I think you have 48 hours to go in the gold ones. Okay, so you saying these ones here in the middle? Or are you saying these ones that are the cha-cha ones? or the ones that are the emerald cut hoop one. There's a couple choices there. But those are incredible, Lori. I love them. You're going to love them. Okay. Thank you for that. Can see the middle two options. Okay. So these are also gold, but these are like acrylic rhinestones. They're not glass, but they're really cool earrings. Like they're light. Definitely fun occasion. So there's that's gold tone. These are glass in these for sure. So these dangles, this dangle looks like that. Isn't that cool? So there's that. And then these look brand new. They're just a costume jewelry. They're hanging from hooks. So you're probably looking at about 2.5 inches with sort of a little bit of a texturedness going on there. So that's gold. And then these are just a hoop. You can see, and it's got some little faceted baguettes in there. That's just costume jewelry, nothing high fancy there. And I think everything else, these are also gold tone. But they're glass stones, but they're just glued down. But that's silver. Circle danglers, please. Okay, so these, is that what you're talking? Yes? No? Oh, you're saying these. Oh, these are so fun. You're going to love these. I love them. How fun are those, right? Yay, I love them. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So for any other takers, I'm going to duplicate and run again. Again, I love those black ones too. Those are nice. They are a prong set in that one. So I'm going to duplicate and I'll get hers packed up. And I'm going to start the auction again for anyone else. But otherwise, we can go on to other earrings. So be sure if you pop in that you check out also all the auctions of earrings that I kind of have run a few times. And you're most welcome. Those are fun. I love them. I do progressive shipping. So Sandy Piper, I'm just going to write that. So first item, $5, second, and they're ongoing 50 cents. But I do, I can run that again. Yes, Tiffany. But I do refund overages. So, anything over about $1 from my shipping expenses, I will refund you if you end up purchasing multiples. But that's beautiful. Thank you, Sandy. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to run it again. These are definitely older, those, but some of the rhinestones and some of these others, these are glass rhinestones for sure. You're going to love those, Sandy. So let's see what she goes for. Okay. I don't know what you're going to pick, but I'm sure you're going to pick something where they're glass. I'm guessing you might pick these or you might pick these. That's my guess. They're the two nicest ones to me because I will say these are prong set. These are glued down. Those are prong set, but these are glued down. So just my opinion. Oh, you want the pink ones? Oh, let me tell you, these are so fun. And although they are like just acrylic, they actually shine really well. And I haven't even cleaned them yet. Hold on, I'll take my cleaning cloth. Like I'm surprised with it. It's like an acrylic stone that it's that shiny, but it is. Okay, be ready. Put your sunglasses on. There you go. And that's fun. This is what the back looks like. Okay. They are fun. Okay, very good. So with the ones that are left here, I'm going to run it one more time. I'm going to lower it to 7 this time. So let me duplicate. And then I'm going to edit this. And I'm going to lower it to 7. And then I'm going to start the auction again. I think this is probably one of the nicer ones, as well as these black ones, because they are prong set and all glass. Lovely ones. Okay. It shocks me. Well, and the good thing about it, Tiffany, is they aren't too heavy on your ears. Now, Sandy also got the other pair of those, ones in the circles. Now, those are glass rhinestones, but it's much less weight because it's not as big. But I'm just really surprised. They look pretty incredible, right? All right, so that's for you. All right, thanks for taking a look at those, and we'll move on to some different type earrings. Okay. All right, very good. Okay. We're going to put these away and get out something else. Again, if you see anything in the store that's a grouping of earrings you want me to rerun, just holler at me. All right, let's go a different direction, shall we? Okay. How about these? These are really beautiful. All either natural stone or glass or, like this is, I'll show you with my black light, amber. We've got some volcanic rock in here. Art glass earrings. These are a really cool earring too, like a faceted thing that just hangs from this chain. So let me pull up the listing for this one. Really nice dangle earrings in this for sure. Mostly dangle earrings. So this is buyer's choice, pick one, $5. I believe, yes. Okay, but I'm just going to kind of set them out. An art glass there. This is glass, but that's probably coral there. You see those little branch coral pieces? This is more art kind of, it's got foil glass stuff going on in those. Okay, glass ones. These are amber, so when I shine them with my black light, the top part's probably like a dyed coral. I don't know. Sure it's not a high expensive brand or anything, but I don't know if you're going to be able to see on here, but they are amber. If the light was out, you'd be able to see a lot better. They definitely change. So we got those. We got these pretty ones on the chain. Again, some of these can be natural stone. They might be glass. I'm not going to go check all of them for you, but these are pretty like wire wrapped artisan looking earrings for sure. I've got a couple like artisan wire wrapped looking earrings. Here's another one right here, which it's got a glass stone, I guess, up there. I don't know what they all are, or I'm not going to check them all. These are very cool looking. Where is this match? I don't know where it is, but kind of looks like it makes me think of a wishbone, you know? We've got these little fringe ones. This I need to put a back on. I mean, a fish hook. Not fish hook. I'm sorry, French hook. But it looks like that. That might be, hematite. It kind of looks like hematite, but I'm not sure. Faceted glass. These are all pierced. We've got some, I'm sure agate. At first glance, I thought maybe there's a chance that could be, labradorite, but I don't see any flash in them at all. So I think they're just like a dangle earring. These are all faceted glass, or not faceted. They have more of a rough edging. That middle one might also be amber. No, it's not. I don't get any reaction on that one. Faceted glass coming off of a larger kidney bean earring. These are like copper in color with little lizards hanging from them. So there's that. More wire artisan looking earrings. I don't know if this is a quartz, but they definitely have a texture going on in there. So those are on lever back. We've got these big flowers hanging. I think those are faux pearls, but the stone is called, this one might not be. Yeah, that I think that's faux, but that's a real black pearl. Like those. No, they don't have a brand. Those are cool. These are very interesting looking. Look at how cool these are. They just hang down from this cool looking chain. I'm loving those. Those are very unique. Some kind of macrame, if you will, style tiger's eye dangles here. Okay. I think this is just some type of glass. It looks like it should be a fishing lure on that one. Here's that other one I couldn't find. And then again, I don't know if that's rose quartz or anything, but like I said, most of these are probably not sterling. I usually pulled out most of my sterling stuff, but it's possible something could be sterling in there. I'm not sure, but it's a $5 start. I'm starting the auction now for anyone interested in any of those kind of natural stone dangle earrings, or they could be coral or a shell or amber or, whatever. We got 5 seconds left. Okay, cool. Thanks for looking at those. They are. I agree with you. Okay. Okay, I realize no one's probably interested in these, but I'm going to do them anyways. These are really large statement clip back earrings. Heavier quality. They are not branded, but they're pretty incredible. Like these have a natural stone that's there in the middle. You can see it, and they sort of reticulate, but they are a clip back. These, when I Google lens them, they come up as Kenneth J. Lane in the way that they look, but mine are not marked Kenneth J. Lane. But I'm going to show you, see there's no mark, that the ones that are Kenneth J. Lane look exactly the same. Hold on. I'll show you. And where were they? This one. You see, they literally have the top part, the lines go this direction, just like there. Okay. But mine's not marked with Kenneth J. Lane. Okay, thanks for coming, Tiffany. I appreciate it. Have a good night and have a great weekend. Thanks for coming to hang out. Always love having you here. These are clip back as well. I think those kind of light up a little. These definitely don't. You know, but when I shine the line on the above one, it does a little bit shimmer. Can I run the last ones again? You don't have to take them out of the bag. Okay, let me run this one and then I'll grab the bag that I just finished. Hold on. So you want me to run all the pretty dangle ones, the $5 start, right? There's some really pretty ones in there. Okay, perfect. No problem. I'll get to that. Okay, so these are really large, huge earrings. And again, when I look these up, for anyone who's into runway, whatever, again, I don't have a mark on them, but these say vintage Blanca designer, whatever that means. Was there a price? I don't know. I don't think I had an actual price. Here's some textured matte reticulating or door knocker style. So those are they're really big. All of those are really big statement earrings. I was just trying to bring a little bit for everybody. And these were a $7 start. And I realize it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm going to run those. And then we're going to go back to these other earrings. I will take them out of the bag because if I need to grab something to show you, but I won't set them all up again because that does take a while. I agree with you and I appreciate that. It takes a while to get them all to be visible, if you know what I mean, you know, for sure. Okay, thanks for looking at those. All right. But you can describe the earring and I'm sure I will find them for you. Again, some of them are amber, some of them are coral, some of them are glass, some of them are volcanic rock, some of them are agate, you know, but some of them are glass, you know, like it's a mixture. And I'm not going in and checking all of them, but anyway, so I'm going to bring that one back up. Let me find it. All right. Restart auction. And I'm starting the auction now. So there you go. It's running now. And Share Bear is in. I did get your stuff sent out. I think you had bought a few. I think you bought some coordinating sets from me, didn't you? A few coordinated sets. I can't remember. Was that you? There was a few other people who also did. But I think maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was somebody else. I can't remember. It all jumbles in my brain. Okay. So there's lots of fabulous choices, incredible earrings, great gifts. The pink quartz looking. I don't promise you it's quartz, but I can turn my thing on and we can see. Let me just turn on my thing. This has some pink in it. I think this is just faceted glass, but then this one might be quartz. I'm not sure. But those are kind of the only two. I assume you meant the ones on the right, correct? Okay. Yeah, those are just glass. They're not quartz. Just glass. It doesn't move it. But they're not acrylic or anything. And then that's glass and all that. But they're very pretty. Lever back. Okay. So we'll get that going for you. Love them. Is this not you? Is this not you? YouTube sale? Oh no, we are streaming from district.net. So you can't actually view the chat that goes on at District, but what if you'd want to be able to come participate in the chat and be able to bid, what you need to do is come to www.vintagejewelryaddicts.com and you can register there. It's free to register. And you create a username and then you're able to view, you can then go to the live stream in that marketplace and you can come into my actual live show. But then in order to bid, you also need to enter credit card info and you can then bid on the auctions. So if you do figure all that out, then I'm happy to rerun anything if you come over. So, and then of course, Jen sees friends of hers. There you go. And I know Sandra, you probably follow my YouTube channel. So a lot of times you'll see me do YouTube videos, but this is an actual live sale streaming from District. But I know that, we also had, Black Dog Vintage popped in. I think she was able to figure out a username. Can you see the pink faceted? Yes. So it's like bezel set glass, a purple and a those are also glass. Okay. So there's that. Did you want me to rerun? Are you still happy with these or did you want to pick a different one? Sandra, if you follow me on YouTube, if you go to one of my recent posts under the post section, like where I do like an advertisement for a live stream, it'll have the email address, which I am happy to write down on a sheet of paper for you. I don't know if I actually have any paper here, but this is the address you go to. This is all one word, even though I can't get it on one line. Okay, no problem. I can run one more time. So that's where you would go. And then you can register and then you can come into the live where you can then view our chat of what's going on. Okay, so let me duplicate this. And I'm starting the auction again. So she's going to get those. I'll put those away. You must love pink. And Share Bear is in for $5 on these beautiful natural stone / glass / amber / pearl. They all kind of have different things going on. Okay. Are you picking those other pink ones or did you want to get something different? There's that one. Thank you for your bid. You must love pink. Can I see the artisan with swirls? Okay, so there's lots of artisan swirly looking ones. This one I need to put a hook on, clearly. But so there's those. These are also very artisan looking with a little lizard, copper. There's those. These, I think that's just probably a glass stone there. Very artisan looking. These, oh, I love these. These are one of my favorite with the little fun beads. There's that. There's these with like green glass with artisan wire. There's There's also that with art glass on there. Lots of options. There's also these. It just has a stone on that wire in between. Yeah. Lots of options. What is the green wishbone? Yeah, so let me see if I can tell you. It's either aventurine or which is a type of quartz, or it's nephrite jade. Now let me see if I see any little bits of shimmer in it. Oops, I just dropped it. Now, I do know that because it's a natural stone, both of the things don't look exactly the same. You see, they're not exactly the same size. One's a little bit lighter than the other. One has patterns on the side. The other one doesn't. So they're a little bit varied. But it's either just like it is a natural gemstone. I just don't know which one. If it's jade or maybe aventurine, which is a quartz. So which ones are you interested in? Oh, you'll take those. Okay. When it's flipped that way, they look pretty similar in color. Not that way. Not that you can control how it flips all the time, but it's more of a match, there. But anyways, those are definitely cool. Okay. Thanks for that. You're most welcome. Does anybody want me to run this again? I can be a crazy woman and I can lower the price to $4. Let's do it one more time. I'm going to duplicate it and then I'm going to edit this and make it a $4 start instead of $5. See if it gets anybody interested with that. And I'm going to run it again. And it may not have anybody interested, but I'm just trying to give you all a little. Okay. Thank you for that. Those are very interesting earrings. I like them, and I like that it's kind of like that antiqued bronzy color, So those are great. Okay. Love it. Thank you for that. Okay, we'll look at some other earrings. Okay. So these are all enamel pierced, I believe. Yes. Enamel pierced. But I'm going to throw, maybe I'll put these in here. Okay. But I did see one in there that was actually not. It was actually a clip back. Which one was? Oh, these. So I need to move those and put them in. I have a different bag that had enameled clip back that I did earlier. Okay. So these are going to be an amazing deal, I promise you. Let's see here. Okay, so this is going to be a you pick two for $5. So they would be like $2.50 each. All enameled earrings. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right one. I hope I didn't run. My vision is terrible. You know what I did is I accidentally ran the wrong one earlier. It was the thing. No one bought anything, so it doesn't really matter from that actual one that I ran. But this is actually the correct one. Same price, but we'll just duplicate it, and then I will bring it to stage. So this is Buyer's Choice Pick 2. These are all pierced. These are enameled. They're hard. I mean, they're actually really cute. They're like a enameled little pink flower. We got some enameled hoops there. These are cool. These are kind of a resin. I don't know if I would consider it enameling, but I put it in there anyways because it was like a resin. It's probably Kenneth Cole, the KC. And then this one, again, also, I guess it's like an enameling with the resin, but those are different looking. I don't see a brand on those. More enamel swirl. We've got like a pretzel shaped earring. Pretty big. These are cool. These are enameled, but they're like door knockers. So I like those. We've got these reticulating enamel earrings here. They're all pierced. More enameling there. These are similar to the pink ones up there. They're enameled as well. These are really interesting. Aren't those cool? All enameled. I love those. Enameling there with, you know, a little rhinestone. These are like purple enameling, and then they are dangle. Another hoop. Where is the other one? Why am I blind? I can't see it. Oh, here. Blue and tan. We got these enameled ones, all pierced. These enameled ones there. Enamel. These are like reticulating, kind of swirly, purpley ones. Green ones, and then kind of basket weave. So all pierced. Buyer pick 2. And I'm starting the auction now. For anyone interested in enameled earrings. I would say the majority of them are not branded. Okay. Oh, Sandy's in. She gets to pick 2 earrings. There's some good ones there. I can definitely tell you what I think are the nicest ones. Just by looking at them. I don't know if you like more dangle earrings or if you like hoops or if you like, you know, what your style is, but I can certainly give you my opinion of the nicest ones. So you get to pick 2. Woohoo, congrats. And I'm happy to lift anything up for you to get a closer look at them. For sure. Okay, so are you referring to these hoops, which are so cool, so unique? It's a gold tone with the red enameling. They look brand new. Or these hoops, which are a cream enameling with a little bit of rhinestone. Or these hoops that are gold tone with blue and cream. So let me know which ones. The blue and cream. Okay, so there's 1 second. Okay. So these look to be in really great condition, Sandy. So just so you know. Okay, so you get to pick another one. I will put some new backs on these when I send them to you. You get one more pick. Can see the gold and cream ones. Sure. So they have like rhinestone accents there, but part of the rhinestones have popped out, it appears. So I wouldn't trust those, because if they've popped up out already, then they're probably going to pop out more. Yeah. Now these are really lovely. Oh, the others. These are fantastic. These are incredible. I love these. These are a gold tone, but they look like perfectly brand new and very interesting. The ones I just had. This isn't a hoop. These look brand new. Really great condition. That back doesn't need to be there. Or that back. I'll usually give new backs. Are these the ones you're interested in, or was it a different one? You'll do these. Okay. I think those are nice. Hasn't lost any gold tone, so it's a good choice. Very nice. Okay. So I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to run it again for any other takers while I get Sandy going here. And so you pick 2 for $5. Thank you, Sandy. You got some good ones. You're most welcome. $2.50. You can't beat that. $2.50 each. Excellent. Okay. So that's gone. So we're going to go ahead and put those away. Again, there's tons of auctions that I ran that have tons of earrings like this. I'm happy to pull out any bag and rerun anything. So don't be afraid to holler at me. All right. So let me do these clip back ones. So these are all clip back. Half of them are gold, half of them are silver. So in my picture, if you look in the picture, you'll see I had a gold side and I had a silver side. These are super cool. Very interesting. They're not sterling silver, but we've got like textured ones. These look kind of like made in Mexico. They're not. It's just like not a, these are really big earrings there. I bet you like a serious occasion. We have some, what appears to be like a brand new hoop there. It's pretty heavy. These are kind of textured, bigger ones there. We got the ones there with pink rhinestones and then just puffy. So that's the first half. We've got these that have this chain that hangs down. These are cool. Kind of a matte texture. So I'm just going to flip them all over for you. These are interesting too, kind of the starburst. Some of them actually have brands on it. Like these are actual Carol Lee. So those are branded. And those are not branded, but these are branded. They look very similar. But that particular one is Carol Lee. I think here's the match to it. Got these things that look like pinwheels right there. And little kind of puffy looking ones. Oh, these have a little bit of rhinestone accents. Faceted rhinestone there and some textured ones right there. So clip back earrings galore there. Let me figure out which one, because I haven't run it yet. Okay. So this is Buyer's Choice Pick 1 for $4. And I'm bringing it to stage now. So any clip back ear when it wears by. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Jen. I'm sure you were sitting there multitasking. I have no doubt. And you definitely reach out to me when your package arrives, okay? For sure. Okay, thank you everyone for taking a look at all of those clip-on earrings. Okay. Guys should go check out Gems Jen Fine. She's a good friend of mine on YouTube, and she has a great live auction, a live sale that she does on her YouTube channel that's called Jen's Gems Finds. She's also a GIA certified, she went to school for it. So she's like super knowledgeable and always seems to know all the answers, Okay, so how about some more sparkly goodness? Now, these are more vintage. I brought you a whole bunch of sparkly ones earlier that were beautiful, but they were more modern. These are definitely more vintage in style and age. So let me find that one. Where is it? Oh, I think it's this one. So this is a you pick 2 for actually I'll change it. You pick 2 for $6, which is a really good deal because some of them are super nice. Okay, so these are all pierced. They're all pierced, more vintage in style, okay, everyone? So, I mean, come on. Look at those beauties. Aren't those fun? All those, prong set cup links. That's what you call the setting for the rhinestones in there. But those are all prong sets. You got those. These are definitely vintage here. They have a little bit of dimension to them. You can see a little bit older. So a little bit of kind of color. Not bad. I mean, you don't have any dead stones, but you don't ever want to immerse these in water. These seem more newer than these. These are super pretty. Aren't those lovely? Those are definitely older. This is definitely a vintage earring. Look, with the little facets and the way it dangles like that. So those are pretty unique. I also have these little faceted rhinestones hanging from like this clover in this heart. It's a pretty cool dangle earring. So I got that. Looking like that. Let's see, these prong set. No, these are just glued down in that one. I've got these prong set Easter eggs. Those are fun. And here's some definitely vintage faux pearl, more of like a darker thing, color. It's got more of a gunmetal metal color to it. So we got those. I'm not even going to sell those. That's missing rhinestones. I'm just going to take it out. Okay, prong set. Here, gold tone. Little dangles there. These are just bigger faceted rhinestones than those little heart ones. Let me see if these are prong set. This has got an acrylic ball on the inside. These are not prong set. We've got these on lever back. They're not prong set, but it seems pretty quality made, like they're heavier. And we've got these teeny little, these are all prong set, little dangle earrings, pierced, no dead stones. We got that. And then these are so interesting. It's like it hangs like this. So it's like a swirl that comes down to a little dangle there. Aren't those interesting? So I'll put those up there. So I don't know if I'm going to get any takers in this, but I'm going to start the auction now. This is pick 2 for $6. There's some really nice ones in there. Definitely some vintagey ones. Sandy's in, as well as Share Bear, but Sandy's currently winning. $7. You got 10 seconds left. Share Bear's at $8. You guys see something you like? Sandy's got the top bid at $9. Got 1 second left. Okay. So it looks like Sandy gets to pick 2 pair of earrings. And there's some good options. But again, some of them are vintage. These are beautiful. But you can tell they're older, It's pretty. Okay. Lever backs and clovers, please. Okay. So these are the lever backs that you said. These actually look like in really great condition. Here's the gold tone. Looks great. And then these are really unique. These, they're just super unique. And I'll clean them up a little bit before I send them your way. I'm curious what Google says on those because they remind me of Swarovski crystals. So I'm going to see what Google says. Maybe you lucked out and they're like really a fancy thing. So let me take a quick picture and tell you. We can all celebrate if they are. Well, here's something similar to it. I don't know the brand, but you can see something similar. I don't really see anything else. Those are similar. It's like Spanish, though, or maybe French. I don't know. But those are really good options. No worries. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to run it again. And I'm starting the auction now. Pick 2 for $6. What a deal. And Share Bear is in for $6, and Sandy's in. Sandy's and Share Bear is in for $8. And this one is Sandy. And it looks like Share Bear is going to get to pick. Congratulations. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Sandy. All right. So I don't know which ones you'll pick. Let me know. These are cool ones, I'll have to say. Definitely AB faceted. These are very different. The kind of rhinestones they are. Yeah. So the 2 vintage in the 3rd row from the top. So maybe these 2. Is that the ones you're seeing? Or these two? Here's the first row, second row. I guess that's the third row. The second is these. And then, did you want this one or did you want this one? The AB looking ones. Oh, these are cool. That's a good selection. I agree. I love that. See the little pierced part in these earrings? So it's just a teeny little pierced part and that dangles. Oh, those are lovely. And these are much older, but let me tell you, the rhinestones look great. The back looks a little bit more aged. I'll try to clean it up a little bit for you, but all of, those rhinestones are looking pretty darn good considering its age. So excellent choice. I would have to agree. Woohoo. Okay, so I'm going to put those up there. And then I'm going to duplicate this. And this time I'm going to make it 7. So buyer's choice. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was at 6. Hold on. Right. So, no. Oh, sure. Let's be wild. I'll make it 5. They're older, whatever. Okay. So, I'm going to start the auction again if there's any takers for that. And then get these packed up. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate it. Oh, me too. You're going to love them. Awesome. Yay. Okay. I will probably put them in different baggies when I send them to you, but for the sake of now, just so I know that I have the right amount of orders, they'll go in the same bag, but then we'll get you squared away. So thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to put this away. Very nice. I love them too. Very nice. Okay. These are clip back. I don't know why there's one that didn't start yet. That's strange. Maybe it's because I duplicated it. Hold on. Oh, yeah, it's because it got duplicated. Okay. So these are all clip back, and I don't know. They might have like glass in the center, possibly. I don't know. These are much, it's this one. Move to stage. So buyer's choice, pick one. So this is like an acrylic. This is not anything fancy, that one. These are really nice, really heavy, kind of a citrine, a bigger earring with a double halo of citrine looking stones. I think that's glass. I think. I think it's glass. Okay. These are really lovely. A Rivoli, clip back. These are smaller. Some little faux pearl earrings, as well as some little pink rhinestone prong set. Seems newer. It's definitely faceted glass, but very much newer. A little halo of a rectangular looking one. Here, yeah, that's just a twist back earring. And on the back, the brand says BN. Not sure what that stands for, but there you go. These are just a big oval faceted glass earring there. And then these have got to be the nicest earrings of all of them. This looks like they've never been worn. This has got like little faceted baguettes. Do you see them? It's just beautiful. Here, I gotta do it under the light to get you to appreciate how lovely they are. They're really lovely, but they are a clip back, and not everyone wears clip back. But I think those are probably my first choice, and I think these might be my second choice, possibly these or these. There's a couple good ones in there, but it's a $5 choice. Auction running now. I don't know if I have any clip back earring wearers here right now. Okay, we got 4 seconds left. Okay, thank you for looking at those. Now, I do have a show on Monday. I think Tiffany already went to bed. I'm sure she's happy for me to hold on to her order. But would you, Sandy and Share Bear, would you, and Lori, if you're still here, do you want me to hold on to your order until my show on Monday? I don't know. I don't know the theme of what I'm going to do then yet, but I'm happy to hold on to them. So you can benefit from progressive shipping. Sandy says yes. Or I'm perfectly happy to ship them out tomorrow. Sure. Okay. And what I also am going to do, it looks like Lori got a pair of earrings there. You too, Sandy and Sherry, I'm going to put just of my choice a pierced earring, because both of you wear a pierced earring. You're both going to, for buying from me tonight, you're both going to get an extra little pair of earrings that I'm going to put in there as a surprise. So you can be surprised with that. But I do have one more big group of auction to run here. So all of these are kind of a little bit bigger, but interesting pierced earrings for sure. This is the last auction I haven't already run, but again, I'm happy to rerun others that I've already run. But let me, I already did that. So this is a, I think I'm going to edit the way I had this written. I think this is going to be a buyer's choice. Pick 2. I didn't have it written this way for $8. But that's how I'm just going to change it a little bit and make it this. And so, where is it? So I'm going to move that to stage, and let me show you these last groupings of earrings. These are all pierced, a little bit bigger in size. Some definitely more like statement earrings, but definitely vintagey ones. You can see these. These are acrylic, but it's pierced. This is like some sort of ceramic. It's really pretty purple ceramic earrings. So it's kind of a mishmash of some different things. Vintage looking earrings. Is there like shell? It hangs with a filigree crap, and this is like a faceted kind of like acrylic or something. These are like a moonstone. Where is the other one? Here. Not a moonstone, cat's eye effect. Actually, they hang this way, pierced. These look very vintage. I don't know what this is actually. It looks very like ethnic or something. It's like an oval shape with some dangles there with some picture of, I don't know, something from the olden days. I don't know. Look at these. These are actual cloisonne earrings of horses. Aren't those fun? So we got those. I've got some enameled articulating leaf earrings here of different colors, perfect for Thanksgiving, to wear for Thanksgiving. I've got, these are like an enameled dangle earring, very vintage in style. And here's another enameled dangle earring that looks sort of similar, but from a ring. Okay. These are really serious quality, heavy duty. I feel like they should be a brand, but that is an acrylic center stone. This is pretty heavy, matte in color. I love these. These are just like these little leaves that hang down with this like shiny thing in the inside. These are really lovely. I love those. These are some bows that have some little reticulated dangles there. These are very nice. They are a pierced two-tone pave at the end. Lovely earrings there. These are all black metal, kind of, you know, artistic looking. These are faux pearl, acrylic faux pearl cha-cha earrings. They kind of look like grapes. Okay. Two-tone earrings here also. So just acrylic. These are also lovely. They remind me of 1928. I don't know that they are, but they remind me of it. These are very lovely. Prong set with like a houndstooth prong set. And then that's like a glass stone there. Looks like somebody converted these to post back. They might have been an actual clip back, but that's how I got them, is looking like that. So those are nice. Glass. These are also glass Rivoli. I don't know how old those are, but like a gray Rivoli looking ones. Here's more cloisonne. Some little shells. These are a heavier glass pearl dangle with a little pave ball. They're pierced and they come out of a little bezel set, little rhinestone there in the center. These are very old. They literally have like velvet underneath the backs of these, okay? But again, these are an acrylic stone. And yeah, they're very, very vintagey looking. Dangle. I've got these dangles, bigger metal, kind of cha-cha things going on there. These seem like a really nice brand. They're heavy. It's got like a, it's got like a little amber resin on them, but textured underneath. Those are really nice, very quality. These look very old. This is just a, I think that's an acrylic faux pearl. I'm not sure. Kind of filigree looking. And then these, I need to take a picture. I feel like these are like a fancy brand, and I need to know it before I include it in this. This is the last auction, unless you guys want me to rerun something, okay? But again, you just got to go in the store and tell me. Oh, well, I guess I won't put these in there. House of Harlow, gold plated, $75. I'm not sure. House of Harlow. Yeah, I won't be putting these in there. Oh, those are $35. Button earrings, $38. $42, $24, all House of Harlow. I think I'm going to hold on to those. All right, so there it is. You pick two. for $8. There's a lot of good ones in there. I'm starting the auction now. A little bit bigger in size, but some really pretty ones. A lot of good options. A little bit more statement, though. Sandy's in for $9. Care Bear must have bid before her because I think it started at $8. Can't remember. Here, let me close this and I can tell which one I actually have up right now on my computer. Oh, it started at 9. That's right. Okay. These are very pretty vintage earrings. So I know why I made them 9 because there's some very, very nice ones in here. All right. So yeah, what would you like me to hold up something closer or drop leaf ones? That wouldn't surprise me if these are Kenneth Cole. I don't know. Or Avon. I don't know. I've seen him do ones like that. Is that the ones you're talking about? Those are really cool. Ones below these are neat. Loving those. So pretty. Okay, so there's one. I love those. What's your other choice? Okay. And then the ones below those, you want, or are you still thinking on the second one? Top row, second ones. These here, because these are incredible. They're very heavy. You have great taste, Sandy. They are houndstooth. You've got some embossed designs on the thing. Again, these were converted, it appears, from a clip back, I think. But they're incredible. Great, great choice. Love, love, love. Okay, so I'm going to push that together. And I'm going to lower this to 8. I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm going to lower it to 8. It can still be a U pick 2. And I'm going to start the auction again for anyone interested. And let's get these 2 sets of earrings going for Sandy. Share Bear is in for 8. Okay. We've got 4 seconds left. You guys got some awesome earrings tonight. All right. I'll probably package those separately when I send them to you, but that's how they are for now. Yeah, okay. The red. Okay. So these are an acrylic one, but they're light, so they're not going to hurt your ears, but they're so vintagey looking. It's incredible. And to be honest, everything's prong set. Like, although they're like an acrylic, everything in there is prong set. I need to try to do a little bit of cleanup on them for you. Yeah, but me just wiping it down a little bit right here. And the back is like velvet. It's very interesting. It's very interesting earrings. But so there's those, great for Christmas. And what are the clear baubles? So these up here. So this is like a loose side or something. It's got a filigree capping there, and it comes out of like a shell shaped, embossed little thing. So these are pretty big. They are probably about 2¼ inches. The red ones are about 1¾ inches. So there's those. Did you want to look at any other ones? Do you want to look at any other ones, or are you interested in these? The cat eye. Yeah, those are nice. These seem like brand new. Like you can even look at how nice the cat's eye is from the back. Even the backs look brand new, okay? But that's what those look like. They're heavier. They're a nice earring for sure. You'll take them. Oh, good choices. Excellent. Okay, so we have you with those too. Perfect. Okay. So I'd say of the ones left, to me, the nicest ones, these are incredible. Those. These are incredible. Those. These are incredible. Love those. I think the cloisonne horses are pretty neat. Those are neat vintage ones. I mean, those are ceramic. They're kind of interesting. These are a heavier mixed metal one. There's some decent options. So I'm going to duplicate this one more time. And I'm going to start the auction again for anybody interested. So that's Share Bear. Okay. Okay, perfect. And then looks like Sandy's going to get to pick herself a couple more earrings. Really nice earrings. Thanks, Sherry. Okay. Yeah. Can I see the two mixed metal pairs? Sure. So these are pretty heavy. I mean, not unbearably heavy. This is what the back looks like. The backs on them look pretty brand new, like it's in pretty good condition. The center part is not, it's I think acrylic, but it's a very solidly made earring. It feels good in your hand. It's, heavy quality. So there's that. The other mixed metal one, which one would that be? I'm not sure which the other one is mixed metal. Can you describe it a little bit more detail? Below the black flower. Oh, yeah, these. Oh, yeah. These are actually really well made as well. Also looking like they have new backs on them. Pave at the bottom. So you can see there. And it looks like there's possibly one stone that popped out, but I will replace it before I send this to you. Because I can just I can fix that for you. And I'll just double check that all the others seem fine. I mean, they do fall out, so, that's the challenge with those glued in ones is that can happen. But I can, so are you good with those? I'll fix them for you. Okay, those I'll take. Okay, very good. Two mixed metal pairs. Got it. Thank you for that. So that is Sandy. Okay. All right, very nice. Oh. Okay, so you do want the little ones or you want the big ones? You want the littles, and then you were interested in the ones that look like 1928. Yeah, these here. They have a texture on the back, but it's not the same texture that 1928 is typically. But it's a gold tone. Those are faux pearls, acrylic center cabochon, but they're nice. I mean, hasn't lost any gold tone or anything. So you good with those? And I will get those rhinestones fixed for you. Okay, very good. Okay. Okay, I'm going to duplicate that, and I will change it to 7. If there's any other takers, here's your chance, and I'm going to run the auction again. Pick 2 for 7. And if there's no takers on this, then I need anyone who's left here to go look at the store and let me know if any of those you want me to rerun, any of the previous auctions that I ran. So Sandy's in for 7. I'm going to have to get some new bags here. I can't believe I'm already out. Wow, hold on. New bags. Okay. So some other lovely earrings. Let's see what she'll pick. These are really nice, like quality. You can just tell when you hold them. It's a matte gold. These are also really lovely. The 2 I selected. What do you mean? Oh, okay. Yeah. This is like a matte. They're just really nice earrings. They're just in great quality. They feel heavy. These as well. It's like a little like a resin, but it's got a texture under it. But you can just tell that they're made of something. I just don't know who makes it, but again, looks like new back. So that's a great pickup right there for sure. Very nice. So are those the 2? You're good with those? Okay. Got it. Perfect. Thank you so much, Sandy. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this one last time and run it for any last takers. I think the nicest ones are gone. Like these are still really nice. Those leaves are pretty cool. But the ones you guys picked, you definitely have good taste. You definitely got the best ones, I think, for sure. Oh, and these are really nice. Those are a glass pearl. So, okay. I really like those, actually. Those are really pretty. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know who's still left here. If there's anybody who wants me to rerun any of the previous kind of groupings of earrings, now's your chance to let me know, because I'm going to end the auction here in the next few minutes, but I'll give you a second to take a look at the store if you wanted to. The way you can tell, if you go in, I kept duplicating the same auction. So even though people may have bought from an auction, I still would go in there and, duplicate it. So you can tell the ones that ran, but that it can still be run. So, yeah, if there's anybody who wants any rerun there, I've got lots for sure here. Yeah. So, but it looks like you guys are good. We got some great earrings. I appreciate everyone coming. Oops, sorry. You can see I have a lot of earrings. Sometimes I'll put them in some wearable lots, but some of these are nicer ones, so I don't like to always put them in. Some of them can go into wearable lots, but not all of these. Some of them are much nicer. Okay. Okay, so I guess I don't know who's still here, but that was a great night. Fun earrings, and yeah, I'll stick in some little extra earrings for those. And Carrie, if you're still here, I'll touch base with you about the earrings that you mentioned, the orange ghosts and the cats. I will check those and let you know. But otherwise, I think we're done. If Lori girl is still here, definitely go check and make sure your credit card's up to date, because I don't know if it went through. But again, I've got them set aside for you, so don't stress or anything. So, but I think that's all I got for you guys tonight. So I appreciate you coming, and yeah, earrings galore. And you guys have a great weekend. I will hold on to Sandy's order through my show on Monday, which will be at 8 p.m. I will hold on to Sherry's order, and Tiffany and Lori girl, like I'm sorry, and Tiffany. Yes, I won't ship them out until after my show on Monday. So anyways, you guys have a great weekend. Go check out my YouTube channel. If you don't follow me already, trying to get to 1,000. I don't know. Let's see, what I'm at right now currently. Let's see what my YouTube channel looks like this. If you've never followed me on YouTube, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Hundreds of unboxings, unjarrings, jewelry hauls, lots of videos to watch for sure. But this is what my YouTube channel looks like. Okay. Yeah, I got a 928 subscribers, trying to get to 1,000. Working on it. But if you click under the video section, you can see tons and tons and tons and tons of videos to put you to sleep. There's also tons of videos under the live section, but more of these are usually sales from district, but there's over 100 of those as well. Lots going on. So if you don't follow me, go check me out. And I appreciate you guys coming. Thank you so much, Sandy. It's been nice having you in here with us tonight. You guys have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye. You're most welcome.